What do you want to know? What?
Hi, it's Krishta Abruzzini with KNAC.com, and I'm here with Nicko.
Oh, you K-Nac.
I am.
Oh, freaking brilliant. I love that. Because, hang on a minute, didn't it shut down for a while?
It did.
Right.
We still have an online presence.
Right. Oh, cool. That's brilliant. Yeah. Well, very good.
Yeah, so you're at Bonzo Bash here tonight. What are you playing?
Well, I'm not. I'm just here for...
You're just here to visit?
I'm going to watch all my other chums play.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because originally I wasn't invited.
Oh, what?
Oh, weren't invited, was I? No, and I spoke to Brian. I said, look, a friend of mine's in town. They want to go and see the Bonzo Bash. And he says, no problem, come here. I've got 3 songs the band know that nobody picked up on, which was Heartbreaker, Lemon Tree, and Whole Lot of Love. Yeah. And he said, do you want to play any one of those 3? Or all 3 of them? I don't know. I said, let me think about it. Yeah. So I wasn't 100% sure I would be here. So I didn't want to commit to either one of those 3 songs. But if it happens, it'll be a Whole Lot of Love more than likely. Yeah. And we'll have a right laugh because I'll probably cock it up like I did the last time I was here. But no, it's great. I'm ever so proud of Brian for what he's done, you know.
Amazing.
Being here. He's got so many great players out there as well, you know.
He's a pleasure to watch drumming too. He's just a monster.
Without a doubt, yeah.
And I heard you talking about Keith Moon, who, when I was a little girl, I had the biggest crush on him.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Well, I loved him, but not with a crush like that.
I can have a crush on
I'll tell you, you want to hear my Mooney story?
I would love to
right,
hear your
okay,
Mooney story.
1974, I was in a band called Streetwalkers, and there were 3 shows that the Who put together. It was called Who Put the Boot In. We were at Charlton Athletic Football Ground, and I played at 1 o'clock in the afternoon with my lot. Jess Roden was there, it was the Chieftains were playing. Heavy Metal Kids were special guests, and Little Feat, it was their very first British gig they did. Anyway, so we did this great show. Afterwards, after the Who finished, there was a party in the chairman of the football club. They had his private, massive suite. So I've gone in, and I was rather the worse for wear. All the guys there, Dulce's down. I'm talking to Mooney, and I said to Mooney, he's a door-faced bastard. To Roger, because he was just the way he was. I said, he's a door-faced bastard, isn't he? Mooney threw me out the dressing room, got me around the back of the scruff of the neck, picked me up like this, said, right, out dear boys, said, out, you don't talk about our rods like, and kicked me out the dressing room.
That's an awesome story.
Yeah.
I would love to be kicked out by him.
You know, it's the sort of thing you don't want to really tell people, but I was so proud of the fact that Mooney had kicked me out the dressing room.
You need a t-shirt that said, I got kicked out of the room by...
And anyway, we were close mates.
That's awesome.
You know, I was with him the last year before he passed, and we got on well. You know, he's a great guy. You know, and Roger and I are great mates. You know, and it's great. Anyway, that's my Moon story.
Good. I love your Moon story. That's awesome. Makes me have a bitter crush on him.
I got kicked out of the dressing room by Keith Moon. Brilliant.
What's your connection to Bonzo?
Well, the weirdest thing is it must have been the guys were over in the States doing a tour around 75, 76, and the only time I met Bonzo was at the Roxy in LA up here opposite the Rainbow, right? And Dr. Feelgood were playing, and I went to see Dr. Feelgood, and the Zep Boys were there, and it was I was playing then with Streetwalkers again. And I went in and I sat and had a drink with John. And then the next day we flew back on the same flight. I was in the back of the plane. Of course, they're up in first class, right? And I did manage to get invited up by Robert and Jimmy. Came looking for me, and they went, right, you come up here and have a drink with us, right? And John was spark out. Yeah. And Pete Grant's come out, what are you doing up here? He goes to me, I said, I was invited by the boys, all right, leave me alone. You're sitting in my seat. I said, yeah, you can have it back, I'll stand, you know. But John,
you seem to get close to getting kicked out of a lot of places then, huh?
Well, I got kicked out of his seat. Well, you would, wouldn't you? I mean, it's Peter Grant. You don't argue with Pete. Yeah. That was great. So that I really didn't get to know John. But obviously the band were just so much a part of, and John Bonham was so much an influence. I think every drummer that loves hard blues and progressive rock, you know, for me that was what I grew up with. and when I was an impressionable young teenager, you know. And people often ask me, what do you listen to? And it's like all the old stuff that I grew up with that was my favourite. You know, Floyd, Mooney, you know, all those bands, a bit of Beatles. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Of course. Well, thank you so much. We're freezing out here.
I know. Me
it's
too.
LA and we're freezing.
Oh, well, bless you. Thank you very much for this time together. Happy New Year, everybody. Stay safe and keep warm. I'll see you later.
Thank you.
Take care. Hey, Nicko, you got a minute? No.